Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. I'm glad you could be here today on whatever time of day it is for you. Um, I alongside I've got Jan from Save Money and More with Jan with
Hey,
me. Hey,
Steve. Hey, everybody.
hey Jan. Yeah, so we're here to have just a normal chit chat more or less.
Steve, thanks for having me here, by the way. It's always fun to come on
Sure.
to your show. We talk about
Yeah.
such good stuff. And me being like kind of a little bit nosy about this, kind of like a follow-up question for you. I'm so happy that you're at the new place. And I know you're making some sorts of progress with some
Mm,
of the things that you've been able to get thanks to the help of your wonderful viewers. For example, with those Amazon gift cards. What kind of stuff did you get lately? I'm just being a little curious.
yeah, well, for the small, handful that has contributed, and you know who you are. I'm not gonna mention names, but for those of you that have, many, many thanks. Much, much appreciated, more than you'll ever know. Well, let's see. What have I bought so far? I bought a nice bed in a bag comforter, pillow ordeal. I got
Nice.
that. I was able to buy myself a bed frame for my mattress. I got that.
Good.
I am in the process of ordering. There's a couple of things. It's actually one is a bacon press, and the other one is it's got a handle on it, and it's also you could use, and the other one is round, and you can use it to cook hamburgers. You could do sandwiches, grilled cheese in a skillet. Um, I want to get.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm also in the progress of ordering me some a bathroom rug set. Um,
Oh,
what I'm trying to figure out is what color do I want to go with. I'm trying to keep everything blending with my shower curtain because my shower curtain's got blue, like a sage green, and a hunter green in it. It's got all three. So I could
like
actually
that.
choose one of those three colors, you know,
Very
to
nice.
pick a bathroom set. I just got to figure out, do I want a two-piece set or a three-piece set? I'm not too positive yet. And I'm also looking at delivery dates, so I'm trying to keep.
Yes. I do
Uh,
remember that you ordered flatware too, if I'm not mistaken.
I did order flatware. Thank you for reminding me. I ordered a set of, service for four flatware. I also ordered a bakeware set as well.
Nice. How are you liking that?
It's pretty good. Now that I have the ability, that I've got a kitchen to work in and to work with, is I make a really good spaghetti sauce because on my mom's side of the house, I've got Sicilian ancestry,
Nice.
and I have the ability now if I want to do a lasagna or baked ziti or just a
That's
spaghetti and meat
awesome.
sauce. I
You
have
know,
the
with
ability.
Easter time coming up, you have now. I'm trying to remember, like you have like what sort of pans and pots, I mean, bakeware rather, was included in that set? Like what exactly was in the set?
You have a muffin set or type, which I've never used a muffin set. I've never made muffins or cupcakes in my whole life. I've always used
Oh
a
wow,
regular.
how cute.
Yeah, it's got two cake pans. One is round, one is square. I've got a baking sheet that'll hold about, if you're baking cookies, it'll hold about 12, maybe 14 cookies.
Nice.
Um, and then I got another dish that's a little bit deeper, that's square, that I could use to prepare, like I was saying, a lasagna or a baked ziti or something like that.
That sounds like an 8 by 8, like a rectangular type, or
I think
yeah. Oh no, no,
so.
square. I'm sorry, you said square. That sounds like an 8 by 8. Those are wonderful. It for me. I'm not to interrupt you, Steve, but
Yeah,
I like to work with those, like for like a small box of, like a regular box of ziti, because a lot of the pasta boxes have shrunk over time,
they
and
have.
that 8 by 8 seems to work out really well for me with that. and I put my miniature meatballs in there. I can only imagine the nice smell coming out of your kitchen on a Sunday morning, given the fact that you make your own sauce from scratch. I love that. That's
Yeah.
great.
Well, I do have a clear Pyrex 13 by 9 in my cupboard. So if I it
Oh,
doesn't
wonderful.
it doesn't match this set, but if I need a 13 by 9, I've got it, as a fallback.
That's
But
wonderful.
um and I've got my times to use the 13 by 9. I guess if I was wanting to like for example, the holidays,
Right.
Thanksgiving or Christmas, if I'm preparing something and going to somebody's house, I'll
True.
have a little extra to take with me. But me personally, no. An 8 by 8 or something along that line
Yeah.
would do just fine. You know, but like I said, I'm trying to slowly, get things underway. The only other thing I bought beside that, is I didn't have them here. I had to order, and they're getting hard to find a certain style. Is I had to order some kitchen and bathroom sink type, the stoppers that you put in the drain to keep the
Yeah.
water from draining out. I had to order a set of those. Um, so, but I'm slowly coming along. Like I said, the bathroom set is next on the list. The bacon and the hamburger thing is on the list. Now there is a certain type of coffee that I like, and I don't know if I would consider myself a coffee connoisseur, but I do like, mixing it up and trying different varieties. There's one that I want to order. Amazon's about the only place I could find it. It's spelled Tchibo and Teshbo or however
Hmm.
you pronounce it. And it's really good. Um,
Hmm.
I had it one time about 10 years ago, but I brewed it in a coffee maker, but I've got a 1 cup per Keurig coffee maker, and I got the stainless steel K cups, which has saved me a tremendous amount of money, and I did a video about that,
Right.
a little while back.
I remember that. Yeah.
So you're better off getting the stainless steel K cup instead of going and buying the pre-made. It only takes a couple of 3 minutes to rinse it out, clean it, and,
I don't know
refill.
why, Steve. I could get a visual of you sitting down with your little K cup of coffee on a Sunday. I'm thinking of the weekend. You looking out that little window there in your kitchen, like breathing and just like saying, "Oh, like your thoughts for the beginning of the day." How like you have that first couple of
Yeah.
sips. There is something about that first couple of sips of coffee. I don't know what it is. That first cup of the day, it's like magical. I don't know what it is.
But the thing of it is with me though, I mean, even though we're talking about gift cards, in the case of coffee, I mean, I like if I see coffee that they might drink in England. I know England is really known for drinking tea, but let's say, Austrian coffee or, tea from around the world, as long as it's not atrociously expensive, I would be interested in trying it just to see what it's like. Um, but that's me.
Yeah.
Most people don't realize that here's a coffee that we're both familiar with, Gevalia.
Yeah.
Gevalia originated in Sweden. I don't know if most people know that or not.
Yeah. It's good.
Yeah, that's a Swedish coffee. So, yeah, but I'm interested in trying different coffees, different teas. The only tea that I'm not a fan of, and I have them in a K cup, and I'll probably discard them. I'm not a fan of Earl Grey. I can't get past the taste of that one. There's something about
Right.
Earl Grey that's got an aftertaste to it that's a complete turn off to me. I
It
can't do it.
reminds me of like I know this sounds terrible. It reminds me of like, when you were a kid, you used to bite into your number two pencil in school, that like funny wooden off taste. It just tastes off to me. I agree with you about the Earl Grey. It's not for me. Maybe it's for somebody else, but it's definitely not for me.
Yeah, that's a good example. I didn't think about the pencil thing. Yeah, but I can pretty much drink any other type of tea. I like chai, I like peppermint, I like lemon, chamomile. I mean, English breakfast tea is good. Green
Right.
tea is another one there's so many different ones, but that Earl Grey, ugh, no. Thanks, but no thanks. Um,
Oh. But
but
I'm so
yeah,
glad to know that you're coming along, Steve. That makes a big difference. That's great. I
yeah,
know you have a little
yeah.
lot more to go. Like I know you have your eye on the utility table that you had mentioned once to me.
Um, yeah, that would be like for something in my room, like if I want to put a television on it, or let's
Right.
say I want to use it for doing a YouTube video, I could put my laptop on it. Um,
Absolutely perfect for that. Electronics, your TV. I have one of those myself. The one that's called Lifetime. Highly recommend. We don't get a dime for mentioning it. We're not
yeah,
affiliated, but great customers, not affiliates. But Lifetime is the thing. It really is strong. So if there's anything I strongly recommend that you consider getting, I think it would work out for you very well for your needs.
yeah. Um, but
Oh, good.
it is a work in progress. I mean, sometimes I wish it would move along a little faster, but that's okay.
Yeah.
But I don't want to move along too fast, because if you move along too fast, you might mess up somewhere.
Right. Like a healthy balance of everything. That's great.
Yeah, yeah, because I've learned the faster you go to get something done, mm, you might have a little screw up or two. Whereas
My
if you
mother used
take
to say that haste makes waste. There you go.
Yeah, or the other saying, "Slow and steady wins the race," either way,
There you go.
which is the same it equates to the same thing. Um, so, yeah, that's what I wanna do. I'm trying to think what else I might wanna get with the Amazon card. Let's see. Well, I would like to I don't have it, but I would like to get, a little bit bigger baking sheet or a cookie sheet. I want to be able to have I don't have it here. It didn't come with it. But I want to be able to have a baking sheet big enough to hold, say, a medium or a large pizza. Something a little bit bigger.
Oh, okay.
Um, or even one of those round pizza things you lay the pizza on and cook it in the oven. Um,
That's a great
or both,
idea.
or both. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and check out the Dollar Tree and see what they have to offer.
Yeah,
Uh, but don't mind. There's nothing wrong with shopping online or Amazon, but you have to know what you're buying, because
that's right.
you can't hold it in your hand. You can't look at it. So
No, some things like it's okay to buy online, but some things, honestly, I rather look at it in person first before I make the purchase. So it's like a little bit of each, you know?
yeah.
I think you're right. Take a look first, but to get your idea. But so far it sounds like you're doing well. Well, thanks for having me on today.
Oh, you're welcome. Yeah, so far so good. Like I said, I do. Oh, in addition to what I've mentioned, this bedding set that I purchased, they have one that's like a teal blue. I've got plenty of gray, not, in a storage unit that I have, but I'm trying to keep kind of in tune with the interior walls of the room that I have, which the bedding matches the walls. But there is another set I want to get that's like a teal blue, and that's another thing I'm adding to my list in addition to what I
And you're
mentioned.
still actually, I just thought is you're still probably looking for the curtains, is my guess.
Right, the curtains, and I'm going to go the spring tension rod route, like you said.
Yeah,
Um,
it's
I think,
easier.
yeah, that would be the easier. Then that would block out, you know, any light or anything. I want to do that. And well, I think the door that goes in and out of the kitchen, there's two doors. You got the main door, you got the door that goes in and out of the kitchen. The one that goes in and out of the kitchen used to have a blind on it. So if there's anything that's got a blind on it, that might be the only one. I'll put something,
Hmm.
to cover, you know. But I don't mind curtains. I grew up with curtains, so it
Yeah.
doesn't really it doesn't bother me at all. Um, and of course, you guys that have tuned in, you've seen, what my place looks like. So, to give you. So I need to do that with 6 windows, which is not too bad. My room's got 2 windows. I got one to my left and I got one behind me. So I gotta remedy
Right.
that. Yeah. So yeah, it's coming along, and then that'll be
You
that.
know, they say Rome wasn't built in a day, but little by little, and you'll get there.
No, it wasn't. No, it was. I don't know how long it took to build it, but anyway, it certainly wasn't built in a day. But all right, everybody. I'm glad that you could stop by. This gives you a little bit of an idea of where I'm at, what I'm doing, and just to let all of you know, this is where something else I'm also considering. I left out one other thing, and then I'll wrap this up. I'm also considering I have one TV in storage, but I'm considering a second television.
Hmm. Good, good.
Yeah, so that's also on the list. So I've got a few things, believe you me. I'm gonna be putting those Amazon gift cards to good use. So, and
So,
and
I mean, if I may be so bold to ask, so currently you don't have a TV at this moment? I mean, it's in storage someplace? So
right, and
currently,
well, it's
oh,
not it's not hard to get to really in storage. I'm just um well, my storage is not exactly a hop skip. It's a good 21 miles away one direction.
oh, yeah, yeah.
So I think it would be easier for me to just purchase like a 40-inch television or a 43, which is what I got my mind set on. And the prices have significantly come down on them. They're not what they used to be, you know.
Right.
But so
And
I
I'm
could
thinking because of that table that we were just like mentioning a few minutes back, that lifetime table, that would work as far as like it would hold up like a TV if you don't want to hang it on a wall or anything like that would work because
oh,
you could adjust the height to it too. So it's amazing. No, that's good. It does make sense if you got that table. I don't know, it just kind of makes sense. Yeah, check out those TV prices that you're looking for.
yeah, yeah, they're not too bad. It's just a matter of what brand, you know, and all that. Well, I've always been loyal and always been a fan of Sony TVs, but Sony is a little proud of their stuff. So
Yeah, I
I
know.
don't know I don't know if I wanna go that direction or not. Because I did have a Sony TV at one time that lasted me close to 15 years at one time.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah, that my parents had bought at Circuit City many moons ago. Um, but yeah, but anyway, guys, I'm glad you could tune in, glad you could be here, glad you could stop by Jan, and, you know, I or we, will see you back here next time. If you like what you see, please give a like and a thumbs up, and also subscribe if you're just passing by. If you like what you see, that would be greatly appreciated. Well, I hope everybody has a great whatever rest of day it is, and I or we will see you back here next time. Bye for now.
Bye bye.